What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Jeremy Wormy, and we're going on about 3 years since the firing of Gina Carano from Disney Star Wars, a firing that made people actually concerned and curious of what the heck was going on ever since she was really fired for honestly putting beep bop boop within her pronouns because she didn't actually want to, go along with the whole pronoun game. She was then labeled all sorts of things by the media. It's called a transphobe, asked to sit down during a 40 person basically re-education system that was going to basically have her be berated the entire time for not wanting to put pronouns in her bio. Then after putting out an innocuous comment on her Instagram page that honestly was not that bad and just basically said, hey, don't demonize your neighbor, she was terminated, saying that she was attacking individuals, attacking people, being bigoted of all sorts of shapes and sizes. But Disney completely ignored Pedro Pascal's attacks on other people that disagreed with him politically and things of that nature. Well, following this, you had fan outcry after outcry after outcry coming out in support of Gina Carano, and subsequently Disney Star Wars losing any favorability with the general audience, people checking out, people siding with Gina, people going to back for Gina's side, and it has now all culminated in the most epic of epic moments. At the time that Disney does not need to have something like this going on, we have Gina Carano comes out and admits that she is suing Disney for wrongful termination with support from Elon Musk. That is correct. You have Gina Carano now coming out saying that she is suing Disney after her termination. This comes several months actually after Elon Musk put out a tweet saying, hey, if anybody was fired due to tweets or anything posted on formerly Twitter, at the time, please reach out to me and I will come and assist you. Well, Gina Carano did reach out. X reached out in response, and we had this post go around today. Today is an important day for me. I am filing a lawsuit against at Lucasfilm and at Disney. After my 20 years of building a career from scratch, and during the reign of former Disney CEO Bob Chapek, Lucasfilm made this statement on Twitter terminating me from The Mandalorian. Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm, and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media posts degrading people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. That's right. Those were the exact words used to basically announce that Gina Carano was terminated. The same way that Gina Carano found out that she was terminated via Twitter. Yes, that is right. Remember, she was fired via Twitter. And again, they were saying her whole post was bigoted, anti-Semitic. She was calling out the Jewish individuals, when in reality, all she was saying is don't demonize your neighbor. Nothing could be further from the truth. The truth is, I was being hunted down from everything I posted to every post I liked because I was not in line with the acceptable narrative of the time. My words were constantly twisted to demonize and dehumanize me as an alt-right wing extremist. I was a bullying smear campaign aimed at silencing, destroying, and making an example of me. Yes, she was bullied, she was smeared, she was attacked left, right, and center. You still have people going around saying that she's an alt-right Yahtzee, she's a Yahtzee sympathizer, oh my god, she's a bad person, but completely ignoring the truth that is, hey, she was being slandered the entire time. The thing is, I never even used aggressive language. I shared thought-provoking quotes, pictures, memes, and occasionally used my own words. Not with aggression, but with respect and the occasional comedy to keep the mood light in dark times. Look with your own eyes at what I posted and ask yourself for example, where did I compare Republicans to the Jewish people in the Holocaust? I didn't. Ask yourself why they were calling me a racist. Was there any merit behind that or history of it whatsoever? No, and there wasn't. Basically, everything that she actually said was, hey, don't demonize your neighbors. No matter what political affiliation was, no matter what's going on, don't demonize your neighbors because it leads to bad things. Did she ever tweet something out that was racist? No. In fact, she's always been super kind and gentle to every little person. The reason they say she was racist is because she didn't tweet out a cab. Look at what I was called a transphobe for making droid noises from Star Wars. Beep, bop, boop. That's right. She was called a transphobe because she didn't want to put pronouns in her bio and instead tweeted out beep, bop, boop. That was in her bio. Okay. So what? Oh, but that's transphobic. You're a bigot. You're a bad person for doing such a thing. Oh my God. Was obviously directed to the online bullies and did not in any way degrade transgender people. And no, it didn't. It was aimed solely at the bullies. This people that constantly came out against her saying, hey, why aren't you putting your pronouns in your bio? Hey, why aren't you doing this? Hey, why aren't you doing that? Hi, Rachel Zegler. You're actually one of the people that helped lead that campaign and berating her and attacking her for not putting out her pronouns in her bio and putting beep, bop, boop in there. In fact, that is one of the main reasons you had freaking Disney Star Wars actually come out and say that she needed to do a 40 person Zoom call where she was to sit there and be quiet while a bunch of individuals attacked her the entire time. Where are my questions about masks, lockdowns, and forced jobs? Okay, to ask and push the subject into the light. Should we have been allowed to publicly discuss those topics at the time without being harassed or censored? Absolutely, yes. All she was doing was talking about no topics, essentially. Topics that were bad, topics that weren't good. But hey, because you weren't politically correct with us, because you weren't siding with us on every little thing, doing every little thing we told you to do, you had to be gotten rid of. Hollywood says they support female representation and equal rights. Why then were my male co-stars permitted to speak without harassment and re-education courses or termination? But I was not afforded the same right to exercise my freedom of speech. Artists do not sign away our rights as American citizens when we enter into employment. I have spoken to all my co-stars since I was fired, and there is nothing but care and kind words between us. I respect their right to free speech and do not have to think the same on every issue to be their friends and work with them, and I know they feel the same towards me. Now, I'm going to push back that they probably don't all feel the same towards you, considering, again, all I have to do is scroll down to Pedro Pascal's stuff and all the heinous things that he has been saying. But what I will point out is she is right. Pedro Pascal was allowed to come out and basically deride people that disagreed with him politically, call them all sorts of heinous things, Yahtzees, KKK members, so on and so forth, Southern Confederates, everything. He's saying that you guys are all bad, you guys are all evil, you guys are all heinous, but you never saw Disney Star Wars ever come out against them. You never saw Lucasfilm come out against him. You never saw Disney publicly come out against him and berate him and drag him through the news to basically get him to be bullied the entire time. That never once happened to him, but it always happened to Gina Carano. And when she has right here, you don't sign away your rights to free speech. No, you don't. You still have the right to free speech. You still have the right to say something. And I encourage you all to say something. That way, sometimes I get to make fun of you. A couple months ago, Elon Musk tweeted that if you had been fired from using the platform X for exercising your right to free speech, he would like to offer these people legal representation. Quite the noble offer, but never in my wildest dreams would I have thought anyone would take on my case against Lucas/Disney. Still, I did respond back. I think I qualify. 1,000 people agreed, but I did not expect anything. To my surprise, a few months ago, I received an email from a lawyer who had been hired by X to look into my story and many others. Turns out, after sending them as much information as I could gather these past few months, my now lawyers and X believe wholeheartedly in my case and are moving forward. I would like to express my deepest gratitude and thank you to @Elon Musk and @X for giving me an opportunity to bring my case to light. As for me, I would love to pick up where I left off and continue my journey of creating and participating in storytelling, which is my utmost passion and everything I worked so hard for. It has been difficult to move forward with the lies and labels stuck on me, backed and encouraged by the most powerful entertainment company in the world. I am grateful someone has come to my defense in such a powerful way and look forward to changing my name. Oh, clearing my name. I said that wrong. That's my own bad. Thank you to all the people who have supported me and made your voices heard. I prayed I pray God bless each and every one of you. With love, Gina Carano. And yes, this is going around. This is being exciting. I have actually got to get a decent look at the court filings. Some of it I agree with, some of it I disagree with, but because I'm a layman, it does look like a strong legal case. It does look like a strong situation. Again, you had Disney themselves firing an entire smear campaign against her to make sure that her name was dragged through the mud, destroyed, all of her reputation was gone, solely because they didn't agree with her politically. You now have Data Racer actually coming out and giving example after example of a bunch of just wonderful and nice, super sweet comments made all the while towards Gina Carano. Most of these I actually can't read live on this video because they're so super kind, guys. They're so amazing. They're just wonderful. I mean, look at these wonderful things that people were saying that they would do to her, do for her, do with her, asked her to do herself. Yeah, you kind of get the picture. These are constant, just constant different examples of people coming out and attacking her, berating her, telling her to do all sorts of heinous things. All of this was consequently brought on by Disney themselves. You also have Elon Musk coming out here saying again, please let him know if more people need to sign on to this. He will help out in this situation. I am just sitting here wondering that this is the greatest, most epic, most wonderful day in history, and it couldn't come at a more better time, considering today of all days is also Disney's investment earnings call. And there's probably not going to be a whole lot of information revolving around Gina Carano during this call, but it will be funny considering that this is not some time that they actually need to be having a massive lawsuit from a terminated employee that was wrongfully terminated. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a video and go live, guys. And I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.